Hello everybody, Xander here, and today we're back with another book review, capping off July, thank God, because I'm very much taking forever with these videos, but we'll finally be moving on to August and trying to breeze through that, finally into the month that it is, September, and we're capping off July with A Happy Place by Emily Henry. This was released like in 2023, I believe, and is a contemporary romance book about a young woman, because I think she's in her 30s if I'm correct with the timeline that's brought up, and she joins a nice get-together with her old friends back where they used to hang out. And things get complicated when her ex-fiance happens to be there, and hijinks, I guess you could say, ensue. If you couldn't tell by the types of books that I've already reviewed on this channel so far, I am not really a romance reader, and this is pretty much the first real romance book that I've bought on my own admission. Technically, the other one would be Pride and Prejudice, but that's, more of a classic book, also not contemporary, at least, for right now. This, on the other hand, is a, brand new romance book, and decided that I should try it out because there's at least one or two YouTube channels that I've watched that have given praise to Emily Henry, so I wanted to check her stuff out, and I have some stuff to say. I don't know how many people who read Emily Henry are watching this, so please don't hate me when I say I like this book, but I did not love it. So there's that. Things I like, first off. I enjoyed the writing. I say that even though I don't know what good writing really looks like outside of I liked reading it. I think Emily Henry did a good job writing this, especially in first person, which is not something I'm always used to reading, and sometimes I don't quite like it as much. Most of the first person stuff I've read as of late has been some stuff by, some of the short stories in Haruki Murakami's book, some of the Anne Rice vampire books, and Percy Jackson, but it's not my particular favorite thing, but this was okay in that style. I do like the style of this book, with certain chapters being, set in different, parts of the timeline for our main character, Harriet, and, them being part of her happy place, as the book is called, and then it kind of not only goes back to the present, real life, as it's called, but also some other places, such as the dark place, which is what it's called, which made me smile a little bit as an Alan Wake fan, but that's pretty much it. I like the characters for the most part, how they're written, and some of their actions, and just fun banter and all that. There's some things about the characters I don't like, which is connected to other stuff that I don't like. Overall, I did appreciate this book for what it was trying to be. I liked it enough, and kind of a neutral, not really neutral, but in between sort of thing between things I liked and I don't like. Again, I'm not a romance reader, but also I'm not completely into a lot of romance stories for the sake of romance, especially in book form. In movies, it's a little different, because like a lot of genres, I can have exceptions. Like 10 Things I Hate About You is probably my favorite romance movie, but that's because it's a it's a movie, so it probably works better for me. And Heath Ledger is just amazing, or what was amazing, but oh well. So let's real quick move on to things I didn't like. Big thing I didn't like, and if any of you have read this and there's stuff you don't like about this compared to her other work, it might be the same thing as what I don't like about this book, and it's the stuff around Harriet and Wynn's relationship. And that's, the whole reason why they broke up, which is basically just a whole bunch of miscommunication and all that stuff, which I think in terms of this story, it's just not good, but also in terms of human beings, at least, I get that human beings are fallible. I'm very fallible and sometimes don't communicate when I should. But communication would have been great in this case. Like, this did not need to go the route it did with the relationship. And it also doesn't make them coming back together as satisfying, because it was just kind of weird. And that's also what's irritating. The characters just not communicating, because even the other characters who are not part of this relationship have a moment like that, a big moment like that, near the third act of this book. So there's that, but it also, I guess, it kind of points out the troubles of miscommunication. So it does that. It's pointing all this out and making a point, but it just doesn't work for me. And that's just upsetting, because again, there's plenty of good stuff about this book, because the characters are good, not just Wynn and Harriet, mostly Harriet. Wynn has his probably the biggest moments of lack of communication, but some of Harriet's friends are kind of fun, and I think that's all I can say, really. So check this out if you haven't, whether or not you're into romance, or you love romance, or you love Emily Henry. Obviously, if you're not into romance books, that's probably going to be a tough sell, especially because for me, this book had its problems. Maybe Emily Henry's other stuff is better. Maybe I'll check out other stuff at some point. But that's pretty much it for me on this book. So for a rating, I'm going to give Emily Henry's Happy Place a 6.5 out of 10.